Have you been writing in a journal lately? Maybe it's something you used to do as a teenager or in your 20s to vent and talk about boys, talk about the things that were bothering you and stressing you out. Well, there are so many different ways to journal. We're going to look today at the various ways to journal, and then I've got some very specific prompts that can get you thinking and draw out some of your thoughts and feelings on a certain topic. That's going to help you because we want to refresh ourselves. Refresh means that I want more energy and I want more strength. Yes, here we go. Hi moms, welcome back. If you're new to Tranquility Moms, my name is Kathryn and I'm so glad that you are here connecting with us as we talk about do-it-yourself wellness travel, how to take your next vacation to a whole new level by adding in wellness tools that recharge you, rejuvenate you, and definitely refresh you. When I've been looking at that word refresh, I see it as a way to bring new energy to something, right? If I have a wilted plant and I give it some water, it perks up, it's refreshed. That's what I want to do to our hearts as well. And that's what we're going to look at today is journaling. Now, writing is such a powerful tool. And if you've read articles or looked at the importance of journaling before, there's lots of research about how actually writing down our thoughts and feelings helps us to process them, helps us to connect with them in a deeper way, right? I can talk to somebody and that is important, but there's not always somebody around that can listen or hear me, or I'm fearful that they're going to judge. So journaling can have different types of journaling, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Maybe you journal in a cute notebook, right? I have my travel notebook and I'm able to just write and jot notes down in it. Maybe you've got an app on your phone that you like for journaling. There's always an app that includes journaling aspects. They may have prompts or an easy way to type into your phone. Whichever format you select, the concept is I want to take something and reflect on it. I want to take it and dive deeper into it. I want to explore it, and maybe there are some things I want to answer. I have seen cute journals that prompt you with certain questions. What do you want for the next 5 years of your life? Or what is it that makes you the most angry? It's written at the top and your mind just starts to unwrap that. And it's interesting, sometimes when I'm journaling, I start off on one topic and then by the end of it, I'm not even on that same topic. I was just dumping. And that's a way to process or vent. What do you feel like is the best or worst part of your marriage today? Okay, let me reflect on that. Let me think of what my answer is. Maybe I'm gonna come to the end and say, these are some action statements for myself of how I can improve my marriage. Do things today that are going to enhance the way that we are connected to each other. You decide how you're going to journal. There are journals where you can flip open a book, pick a word. The word is silent. What does that make me think of? And you just start to type or write based on that one single word and what it means to you right now. Some women go back and reread their journals. Some women destroy them, throw them out, lock them, say, I don't need to ever reread this. That's up to you. But what it is it's about right now. It is about taking your energy and bringing you to more of a positive energy, more of a place of strength and clear-headedness, because you have sort of released anything that's been noise in your head, right? I think when I'm walking around and I've got a problem that I need to solve, like, oh, it just becomes noise in my head. So journaling is a great tool to release that. So my focus on these do-it-yourself wellness travel videos is to give you tools that you can use that are going to invigorate you. They're going to really get you to that R&R on vacation. I want you to really feel rest and relaxation. And sometimes there's more quiet moments on a vacation than there is back at home. to sort through your thoughts or your feelings. So take that quiet time by the pool. You're sitting up at night and writing by the fire. You have woken up early and you're sitting out at the cabin looking out at the still lake. Bring that journal notebook with you. Sit down and open it up and start to look at some of these topics. So today I'm going to give you 5 topics that I've come up with that I really think are going to spark something in you to think and connect with. What do I feel about this? How do I think about this? How does this relate to me? How does this create what I wish for myself? And comment down below, what are other topics that you've written about that, wow, really helped you to clear your mind or unwrap something that you've been holding on to for a long time, and you say, yes, that's what I want, is I want to purge this out, or I just want to find some solutions and some new action to take in my life that's going to get me the better results that I've been hoping for. The number 1 journaling topic that I think is best when you're sitting and traveling is think about what gives you a spark. And a spark is something with a burst of energy, right? I think of a small firecracker, I think of a warm hug, I think, oh, I want that emotional connection, I want that feeling. What gives me that kind of joy and excitement in my life? So start to pour out that question to yourself. Is it something you used to have that gave you spark? Is it something that you've been seeing in someone else's marriage? You say, boy, I want that kind of spark in our marriage. I want the kids and I to have a spark together. Like, wow, we're so happy to see each other. We're connected. We're on the same page. What is it that I think of when I think of a spark? And boy, how can I get that? Number 2 is the word connection. That's it. Write it at the top of your page. Connection. Is it connection with who you really are? Is it a deeper connection with your spouse, that you trust each other, you respect each other, you communicate openly with each other, the intimacy is strong? Connection with the kids, you understand where they are at this phase of their life. You're seeing the world through their lens. Connecting with God, do you feel like, do I understand His purpose for me? Do I understand what I'm being called to do at this season of my life? I want you to journal about connection. Number 3 is the love gestures. There are so many different ways to show other people that you love them, have received the love into your life, various different ways. I'll put down below, I love Gary Chapman's book, The 5 Love Languages, right? He wrote it for marriage, but then he broke it down into follow-up books about love languages with your children, love languages with your extended family. It's understanding that there are various ways that we speak a language to each other and we love different gestures. Well, am I being intentional today about how I'm sharing love with others? So write down in your journal notebook, okay, love gesture of touch. Does that child just always love a warm hug? Acts of service. Do I do things for my husband because I see that the coffee pot is empty? He sees that the gas tank is empty. He fills it up for me so that I don't have to make an extra stop when we're out. It's an act of service that shows you how much you're thought of and loved. Maybe words of acknowledgement, right? Affirm each other. You're doing great at this. I acknowledge how hard you're working at that. You've really tried so hard on this. It is acknowledging and putting into words maybe observations we're having and we didn't even realize that we're not saying it to the other person. Quality time. Do you spend time with that person? Put your device away. You're focused just on them. That's what their favorite activity is. That's what their favorite subject to tell you all about is. Are you paying attention? Put that in your journal. Who is it in your life that needs more of your quality time and attention? Or lastly, gifts of love, right? There may be small gestures. You're at the grocery store when you're out and you say, all right, I know that this is my son's favorite snack and I'm going to get that. Or we're out souvenir shopping and the child says, this is what I really, really want at the end of this vacation. And you say, okay, as a gift of love, as a gesture to you that I love you, this is something I'm going to give you or surprise you with. Some couples will leave each other a little note at the nightstand. It's just that small gift, that small act of love and thoughtfulness that you're sharing with each other. Number 4 is a gratitude entry. I want you to sit down and start out with, I am so happy and grateful for our health, our ability to travel, the abundance in our lives, that a diagnosis came back not as scary as we thought, that our child got into the school that we wanted, that our jobs were strong through the 2020 stress. I'm so grateful for the laughs last night. We were laughing and sitting and talking, and that'll be a memory that I'll always cherish, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. Acknowledging it, writing it down, that's one of those entries you want to look back at over and over and say, wow, look at how much we truly have to be grateful for in our life. And I don't want to overlook that. I don't want to minimize that. So I'm going to write that down right here in my journal. Number 5 is writing down your strengths. Now, you may have rolled your eyes and said, oh my gosh, that's so uncomfortable. But the reason that I suggest that is that so many times we are focused on our negatives as a mom. What I should have done, how I could have handled that, what I'm doing wrong, what other moms are doing better, right? We compare on social media, but you have so many strengths. There's so many things that you are providing to your family out of love. So you may be focused on all of your weaknesses, but my encouragement in this journal entry is to write down some bullet points of your strengths. What are the things that you are good at? What are the things you put a lot of effort into? Maybe it's you make the best spaghetti dinner, you have the funniest voices at bedtime book reading, you are great at coming up with crafts and dancing around the family room with music. Maybe you are a really great listener. You're a mom who spends time listening into what your child needs. Those are your strengths. And even you can put the wish list of what are the strengths you wish you had and you're going to work towards over the next 30 days. Look at how these different journal topics, they are to get you thinking. They're driving you towards positive, optimistic thinking, the life that you wish to have, the family life that you wish to have. It is all possible. You draw your thoughts towards it, and it will become. Use your journaling and those quiet moments on vacation to be a place where you've cleared your head and maybe you've even come up with some solutions. Again, add in the comments below any other ones, any other ideas that you have. I love when you guys share with each other. So glad that you are here. My name is Kathryn Gardner. I am one of the moms on the Tranquility Moms team. I'm a health coach and a therapist that works with moms. Subscribe to this channel so that every time I load a video, it comes in through your feed and you see that a new video has arrived. And don't forget to go over to the blog, Morning Jumpstart for Moms, so that you could read more Tranquility Mom messages and blog entries that go into deeper details of what these videos have. I hope that all of this wellness brings you a refreshed heart. Today, take care of yourself.